Why is the price difference so extreme? Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. So the video today is cheap revolvers, and a pet peeve that was going to be a rant, and then I looked into it and I was like, do I really have a point? I don't know. It almost looks like I don't. And then in the end I decided I do, just not quite the same one. What happened is I got an ad through AmmoLand's email. Most of us probably get that email. And the ad was for a cheap .22 revolver, $120. Now, yeah, they said it was on sale, 50% off, but I mean, it doesn't normally cost $240. Then I was thinking, well, god damn it, if they can sell that for that cheap, why is the equivalent in .357 $700? Because, well, it seems like that's the jump. You know, why is there no 38 special .357 revolver in the $200 to $300 range? Once you've tooled up to make a revolver, most of the parts are going to cost you about the same amount of money to make. You may need slightly better steel, you're drilling a bigger hole, maybe you care a little more about some details. But overall, the cost to produce doesn't change drastically. Now, if you're in the industry and you know differently, please let me know. My thought process on this is that you need, at least for certain parts, you need better steel because you're going to have higher pressures. You need a little more material because obviously you're dealing with more pressure and larger caliber just in general. But overall, you're still paying for a facility, you're still paying for the person or people, you're still paying for all the support structure around a manufacturing facility, power, meaning electricity, or however else you're running your machines. Overall, the materials cost is not the highest portion of building that revolver. Certainly, it is not going to be the highest portion in the domestic manufacturers. So, what is the difference between a $120 revolver and a $700 revolver, and why don't we have enough things in the middle? That was the theory. And then I started digging, and cue rolling video of me finding that I was wrong. There are a bunch of revolvers in that price range. Yeah, it scales up pretty rapidly if you want domestic manufacture, meaning American manufacture. But there's a lot of Taurus, Charter Arms, EAA. I'm saying that wrong. In general, there are a lot of options in the sub $400 range. Some of them are even $357. Now, can you get a Smith & Wesson for that? No. But you can get a Smith & Wesson for around $400. You can get a 642 for $500. You can get all sorts of options in the $500 to $600 range. So basically, the question is, why is a Smith & Wesson 642 $200 to $300 more than the same gun by Taurus? Not quite. So call it double. It's 2 times as much. And I don't know. I honestly don't. I think that a good chunk of it is going to be property pricing, property values, electrical costs, and manpower costs. The cost for a skilled machinist, somebody who can run that machinery, is significantly higher in the US versus, say, Brazil for Taurus, but not to the extent it was 10 years ago. Why is the price difference so extreme? I don't know. And if somebody's got a good answer, put it in the comments. If somebody's got a bad answer, put it in the comments. Sarcastic answers, put it in the comments. Now, yes, Taurus's quality control is not as good as Smith & Wesson's. However, I would argue that in essence, it is, because Taurus puts out a lot of guns And while total, they may have more issues, percentage-wise, do they really? How much more? You know, if it's 50% more issues, that's still pretty good. Historically, those would have been excellent numbers. We take for granted that when we buy mechanical objects these days, they just all work. That you're not going to have an issue, that it is going to be ready to go. Historically, things needed tweaking. Things needed a little fiddling around. You needed to fine tune it, and you got lemons regularly. Nowadays, we're spoiled, and same is true of electronics. I don't know. This was going to be a rant about that it wasn't available, and then the rant turned into it's available, and why is it so much less expensive? Take care, have fun, stay safe, keep shooting.